So this is the show tab over here. So first of all, we have our sessions over here. So the sessions contain a lot of stuff. Sessions will contain a lot of scenes. So I can open up a session over here like volumes 03, which I'll just have to hit load, and it's asked me, do you want to save the current session? I don't want to save the current session, so no. It's going to take some time to load, and once it loads up, we will be up and running with our project that I have opened up in my computer. The thing about sessions is sessions will contain scenes. Once this session opens up, I'll show you that I have already pre-made scenes within this session. And also we have templates as well. So templates are like sessions, but they're more of a starting point. And the best part about templates is that sometimes when you're working on the session tab, you might by mistake overwrite a session file. So that can be a huge blunder. But having a good starting point saved as a template helps you mitigate that issue, because templates don't show up over here. Templates are in a totally separate section and they will not show up over here. You have to load them and then you can open them. So that way there is no problem like overwriting and things like that. So as you can see, our session has loaded up. So now if I go into my scenes, you'll see that I have some scenes already made over here. All of the mixer settings are done. So if I hit play on my MacBook, as we can hear, so we can hear like this is a fully mixed setup that we are running with full scenes and stuff. And I can go into my show window and go into my intro session for intro scene for like the intro section, first verse, part 2, the hook, the breakdown, clean middle section, the first verse, returns, and the ending section. So this is how I have set it up for this particular project. Different projects will have different scenes, and that is basically how you set them up. So let's just go into sessions and take a deeper look into it. You can export your sessions into an external file and maybe open it up on the Emotion LV1 mixer on your computer if you don't have the classic with you. So that way you can do things like run it at a studio with the access scope or other I/O, other servers. And also, you can also use it with the LV1 session editor and use it offline. So a lot of things that you can do, or you can also save in notes. If you have a keyboard connected like this over here, we can go into our notes section over here and type in, let's say, these are my notes. So as you can see, this is written down, so you can have extensive notes. I just wrote it down as an example. I'm just going to remove it because we don't need it. But if you need it, it's there. Then we have our recall saves. So recall saves, very important. Recall saves, basically when you change scene to scene, these channels will be safe. So a good example is multiple bands playing at a festival. There is a MC or a host who is introducing each band or something like that. Probably they're in channel 10, so you hit channel 10 safe. So now when you move from scene to scene, your channel 10 is safe. So same thing, maybe you're at a church service, the pastor is connected to channel 10, and the rest of the band, you can change scenes without affecting the pastor. So this is basically how you do it. You can also save plugin 1, plugin section 1. So all the plugin 1 rack unit will be saved for all channels. You can do the same thing for the EQ. You want to keep the EQ the same, you can do that. If you want to keep the mutes safe, you can do that as well. So saves basically are going to remove the selected parameter or input or group or whatever from the scene changes. So if I go into scenes over here, you can see the similar to sessions, we also have the options of recalling scenes, storing new scenes, creating a new scene, copy and delete scenes. It's handy to move through scenes with the arrow buttons over here, And also we have the option of scope. So scope basically means that let's say I put plugin 1 and 2 as my scope. That means when I change from scene 1 to scene 2, plugin 1 and 2 are the only things that will change. The rest, everything else will remain the same. So this is very useful if you want your inputs and outputs to remain the same and only the plugins to change. You can set it up like that. So I'm just gonna hit all because that's how I'm running this at the moment. So this is our scene section. Obviously you can also export your sessions with the scenes into your computer. So this is our show tab. In the next video we are going to go into our mixer 1, mixer 2 and channel tabs.